Barcelona fans around the world, pay close attention. Before diving into this information that could bring immense joy to our supporters, I'd like to invite everyone following this channel to subscribe, like, and leave your comments below. Would you like to see Hansi Flick in a Barcelona jersey this season? Do you think he would fit well into the plan of the new coach? Your opinion is crucial and help us continue creating content that excites true fans of the club. Now, let's get to that of the matter, because what follows is the sound of an exciting recruit. I'm Pedro, a Barça fan at Athens, the voice of millions of Barcelona supporters who dream of a sport project blending youth, quality, and a thirst for glory. In this context, some information has emerged that we cannot ignore. The name Hansi Flick is increasingly resonating a potential recruit for FC Barcelona, and this is no coincidence. Hansi Flick, the young midfielder from Valencia, who has repeatedly demonstrated his quality and maturity despite his young age, has been directly identified by Hansi Flick as an ideal reinforcement for the midfield. The new coach, who has already clearly indicated that they want to build an intense, vertical, and technically refined team, sees in Flick a gem that can be polished with patience and turned into a cornerstone of the Blaugrana project. The player's situation also favors Barcelona. Hansi Flick has already communicated to Valencia that he will not renew his contract, putting the Mestalla club in an uncomfortable position. Either they sell him now or lose him without any revenue latte. And this is where our club comes in, always attentive to national talent, especially when it comes to young, committed profile with room for growth. The president, always bold in such move, has given the green light for the operation to be thoroughly analyzed. He is ready to sit down with Valencia's director and reach a reasonable agreement that benefits both parties. The intention is clear. The club wants to finalize the recruit of Hansi Flick as soon as possible, not only to get rid of Manchester United and other teams that have shown interest, but also to give the coach the necessary tools from the start of the season. He wants to share something very personal with all the culés. It has been a long time since he saw a young Spanish midfielder with a much personality as Hansi Flick. Not only is he intelligent with the ball, but he also has endurance, a good mid-range shot, tactical sense, and a temper ability to interpret the moment of the game. In other words, he is a complete player and, above all, ready to make the big leap. He has been key at Valencia, but we all know his ceiling is much. If he comes to Barcelona and is nurtured properly, we could be facing one of those recruitments that define our era. The competition will be tough, and we are not the only ones interested. From England, there is talk that Manchester United already has a verbal agreement with the player, but nothing is signed or official yet. The players could be decisive, and if he truly prioritizes his sporting development over the financial aspect, then Barcelona become a very attractive option for him. Here, he would find not just a club with a history, but also an environment that nurtures players, demanding yet appreciative fans, and, above all, a coach who believes in his profile. Hansi Flick has been categorical. He said he wanted a midfield with young legs, players capable of transitioning between defense and attack fluidly. And in this scheme, Hansi Flick fit like a glove. Let's not forget that Flick was able to turn young promise into global figure when he was coaching in Germany. Why not repeat the formula at Barcelona with someone like Flick? Flick's arrival would also send a clear message to the football world. Barcelona remains a top destination for great talent. It doesn't matter where the interest comes from, England or Italy. When the club wants something and moves with determination, it always has the ability to attract the best. Because the badge carry weight, because history attracts, because we play for something more than football. Added to this is another key factor. The operation would be financially viable. We are not talking about a recruit that would break economic balance. On the contrary, Flick could arrive for a reasonable amount, given his contractual situation, and his initial salary would be within the parameters the club want to maintain. In other words, a strategic, intelligent, and sustainable recruit. It's not just a matter of enthusiasm but also logic. Recruiting Hansi Flick now is a rational and sporting decision, and I am convinced that the majority of Culé supporters see it that way. But I want to hear it directly from you. Would you like to see Flick in our midfield? Do you think he is the type of player we need? Should the club accelerate negotiations with Valencia? Your opinion is very important. This channel exists because we all share the same passion, the love for our club. So don't forget to leave your comment. Like if you enjoyez des informations, and especially subscribe to not miss any news on market movement, the coach's tactical decision, and everything surrounding our beloved team. Returning to the central topic, there is a growing sense of optimism in the club's corridor. When Flick asks for something, he does not do it lightly. If he has identified Hansi Flick as a priority target, it's because he knows he can bring balance, energy, and game vision to a midfield that will be key this season. And the player and his entourage are also on board. All that remains is to take the necessary step to make the operation a reality. This is not just hot air, it's not a baseless rumor. It's a real, tangible option and increasingly close. And if it finally happens, we will be facing one of those incorporations that don't make noise in the market but end up being fundamental on the field.
I hope we can soon see Hansi training at the Ciutat Esportiva, receiving his first instructions from Flick, adapting to the group, and showing what he can do. Imagine the scene: a sunny morning in Barcelona, the Ciutat Esportiva facilities bathed in light, and Hansi Flick, dressed in the Blaugrana jersey, gradually integrating into this new chapter of his career. The first exchanges with his teammates, the passes that begin to make sense, the looks that say a lot about the expectations and excitement of this new challenge. It is in these moments that legends are built, and Hansi has everything it takes to write his own. And beyond Hansi Flick's obvious talent, what really excites those of us who closely follow Barcelona's news is the vision that Hansi Flick has for the evolution of the project. The German coach, with his experience and track record, brings a new dynamic to the club. He has a clear and precise vision of what he wants to build, and Hansi Flick is a key piece of that. Flick did not hesitate to put the name of the young Valencia midfielder on the table during more than one technical meeting, highlighting his tactical intelligence, his ability to press after losing the ball, and his maturity, unusual for his age, to take on responsibilities in the center of the field. He is a player who understands the game, knows where to position himself, and when to intervene, and has that rare ability to read the game like a veteran. Flick, who arrived on the Blaugrana bench with a very clear roadmap, wants to surround himself with young players with potential but who also already have experience at the highest level. And Hansi fully fits this profile. He has already proven that he can perform in La Liga, and his time at Valencia has been marked by remarkable performances that have attracted the attention of the biggest European clubs. But what sets Hansi apart is his ability to adapt and grow. He has that thirst for learning and that humility that are essential to integrate into a dressing room like Barcelona's, where expectations are immense and the pressure is constant. Meanwhile, in the offices of the Catalan club, Flick's name is already one of the most talked about. Discussions are in full swing, and the excitement is palpable. From what we have been able to find out, Joan Laporta is completely aligned with the coach's request. The president of Barcelona, known for his audacity and vision, sees in Hansi an investment for the future, a player who can bring a lot to the club both on and off the field. The first contacts with the footballer's representatives have already taken place, and the willingness of his entourage is more than positive. The negotiations are on the right track, and everything indicates that both parties are ready to find common ground. Hansi views his arrival in Barcelona very favorably, not only for the style of play that would benefit him but also for the opportunity to make a leap in quality in his career. He is aware that joining Barcelona is a major step, a challenge that he is ready to take on with determination and passion. For him, it is the opportunity to be part of a club that bets on young talent and offers him an ideal scenario to continue growing. He knows that Barcelona is a club where young players have the chance to flourish, develop, and become stars. And he is ready to seize this opportunity with both hands. Furthermore, we cannot ignore the pressure that the Cule fans are beginning to exert, increasingly enthusiastic about the idea of incorporating a player like Flick. Barcelona supporters are known for their passion and demands, and they see in Hansi a player who can bring something special to the team. Social media has been filled with messages of support for the possible recruitment, valuing not only his football profile but also his attitude on and off the field. Fans appreciate his commitment, determination, and professionalism, qualities that are essential to succeed at Barcelona. At a time when the club is rebuilding its football identity, names like Hansi Flick fit perfectly into this plan of rejuvenation and competitiveness. Barcelona is in full transition, seeking to regain its place among the European football elite. And for that, it needs players like Hansi, players who have talent, determination, and that special spark that makes the difference. The supporters want to see a combative team again, with hunger, and recruitments like this point exactly in that direction. They want a team that fights for every ball, plays with passion and determination, and represents the club's values with pride. On the other hand, from Valencia, they are already beginning to accept that retaining the player will be a practically impossible mission. The Mestalla club knows that it has a gem in its hands, but it is also aware that Onsi has ambitions that go beyond what it can offer him. The fact that the footballer does not want to renew his contract has put the club in a very uncomfortable position, knowing that it is facing its last opportunity to obtain a significant amount for his transfer. Valencia's directors are realistic. They know that Onsi is ready to leave, and they want to make the most of this situation. Faced with this, Barcelona could take advantage of the situation to propose a reasonable offer that benefits both parties. The Catalan club is known for its ability to negotiate smart transfers, and it is ready to do the same with Onsi. This is not a recruitment with astronomical figures, which also makes the move more viable within the economic margin in which the Blaugrana entity currently operates. Barcelona is aware of its financial responsibilities and wants to ensure that every recruitment is done responsibly and sustainably. On the sporting level, the arrival of Onsi Flick would bring balance, energy, and continuity in the midfield, something that has been highly valued by the technical staff. Barcelona needs a solid midfield, capable of controlling the game and making a difference in key moments. And Onsi has all the qualities for that. He has the ability to break lines, maintain possession under pressure, and bring that touch of creativity that often makes the difference. The intention is for him to be able to integrate quickly into the system, learning the automatisms of the positional play that so define Barcelona. Furthermore, his versatility would allow him to play in different midfield positions, adapting both to a double pivot and to more advanced functions. He is a player who can play in multiple roles, and this flexibility is a major asset for a coach like Flick, who likes to have tactical options. Onsi can play as a defensive midfielder, bringing solidity and balance to the team, or as an offensive midfielder, bringing creativity and game vision. And in both cases, he can make a difference. Visca el Barça always. Visca el Barça always.